Hey guys, welcome back to Prison Architect on day 97 of our little prison here. As you noticed, our prison population went down a little bit. We took a little dent. I'll show you why in a second. But I would like to tell you a story about what happened in the last 2 game days. So I got a call from the warden saying there was a fire down here. And definitely, as you can tell, it's been resolved. I sent firefighters down here. However, if I just zoom out and scroll all the way up here, we had another fire right here on the same exact day. And not only that, like I was clicking through it real fast, but I think there was like 3 fires on the exact same day. I'm not too sure if that's programmed as part of the game or what have you, but there were exactly 2 fires happening in 2 exact places. And I looked down here, I was like, okay, fire's out. I looked around, I'm like, what's going on here? And then all I saw was like this huge ball of flames here. So right now, like, all of my construction workers are trying to rebuild this. At the same time, reinstall everything to ensure that this entire cell block is secured. And then, of course, down here we also have a couple fights. Nothing too major, except that huge fucking fire that happened. And down here, we have Ian Stevenson, who is now on permanent solitary, because I can't really trust him doing anything else. So, he's gonna probably be stuck in solitary for just a little bit longer. And I think this episode we are going to get this repaired, and then as well we're gonna try and split this as much as possible. And oh my god, because we can't secure this, we can't move the prisoners out of here, or can we? Yeah, we're gonna say that's staff only. Hopefully that'll move the prisoners out of the way. And what I'm thinking here is we're gonna start compartmentalizing everything, making like all this into smaller cell blocks. That way, like, in the event that we gotta do cell block searches, we could actually search them. Same with here as well. We're gonna probably use like these little walls here to pretty much break these off into smaller cell blocks, and then we're gonna remove the metal detectors down here, maybe, to get the cell block kind of sorted out. And minimum security looks fine, and we might have to do the same here, even though normal security seems to be the only place that seems to be fairly secure and fairly non-aggressive. However, I believe this canteen is a little bit too small for the capacity. So what we're gonna do this episode is maybe turn this area into more of a canteen, and then this will be the rest of their yard. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started on building walls here. What I'm thinking is I'm gonna get like maybe 8 cells at a time, like sorted out. That way when it's time, they could actually be searched. And I just want to do it in an order that is the easiest, so that when we do have time to like take these apart, we could actually do cell block searches way easily, and at the same time, I just don't know anymore. like maximum security is just a fucking shit show. So anyways, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pretty much compartmentalize everything. I don't even know how to say that word anymore. I'm fucking dead inside. Okay, so we're gonna pretty much separate these into smaller blocks. That way they can be searched, and then at the same time, we are going to sort this out as well, so that this is in blocks. So we're gonna go ahead, turn these into blocks. I think we're gonna scrap the idea of a maximum security wing, and we're gonna just go ahead with a larger capacity. So we pretty much built this entire facility for nothing. Considering that we built everything down here, and then up here is like there's no point. Like we've spent a good 20 days with this area being built, and we haven't used it for anything, which kind of sucks because I want this to be done and built for something. And I really want to house more prisoners so that we could actually start executing some, or I don't know, like I really want to get more prisoners. I really want to make that achievement happen. It's gonna take forever for this to get done. It's gonna be probably like day 100, and we still wouldn't be able to finish this. I'm starting to regret the fact that we enabled events and enabled like weather conditions and stuff. Otherwise, this would be a pretty smooth prison right now. And what I also did during the little break, ooh, we could probably buy this back, or we can sell this back. Should we sell it? I feel like we should kind of sell it. I don't think I have the money for this though. We'll come back to it. Our valuation is almost at $1 million, which is good. And let's see here. Oh yeah, I was talking about this. Okay, so what I have planned here for maximum security is that I've instead of giving them free time, I've locked them up because of the fact that every time they get into free time or something like that, they start fights. So what I am planning is I'm gonna probably give them like 2 free times, and then this is gonna be all work, free time, and then free time, and then free time in the middle here, and maybe here, and I'll just have lockup like here and here. That way they get out of work, they have some time, they go back to work, they eat, they start working again, and then a little bit of free time. And I think the last portion here is going to be shower time. That way when they go to bed they're not going to complain or do anything weird. Alright. Let's check up on our wing here. This is... yeah, I'll allow this. I'll allow this. This can be shared. This can be shared as well. This can be shared. Actually, let's make that staff only for now, because we don't really need it. Okay, there we go. Just have to wait for this to get repaired, which is gonna take God knows how long. We have 14 guards right now in idle. I don't know how none of them are doing this. Okay, there we go. You can actually see one of the taser classes being taught right now, which is kind of cool. So they're all just like standing around. Chief's giving a lesson. We're gonna go ahead and follow one of these guards. I think the class ends at around 1, so we could probably catch in on this as they roll out 4 tasers. Okay, let's see where they go for their tasers. So this new class of guards finally received their new tasers. Looks like they're about to head into this really dank armory. There we go, everyone's got tasers. And there we go. One night of tasers. Not a lot of people, but for $100 get them tasers is pretty helpful. Alright, 3 hours away from day 100. And this guy, still waiting on this guy. I don't know what's going on here. But no one's dealing with him, so he might die. We might have like one guy that might have just starved to death just now. Let's go to utilities here. Still haven't fixed this. Shaking my head. There you go. There you go, get that fixed. You at least have a wall. Don't even have walls. You guys are assholes. Okay, so that's done. And we just need some paving here. There we go. So it looks like our total infected prisoners is dropping dramatically, which is good, which will complete the event. Starting to regret the fact that we have events and stuff like that, because it does take away from building the prison. It's nice to manage, but at the same time it's like another thing to build. Alright, it's 30 minutes away, or more like a brief couple seconds. But we're almost there. We almost have it, guys. We've almost done it. Day 100. And we only have 135 prisoners, which is kind of balls. But hopefully, there we go, day 100. We've done it, guys. But now we gotta focus on actually getting 200 prisoners packed in here. Which is no feat by itself, but we might have to consider the fact that we can't cram all the security guys in here. So what we might have to do is we're gonna probably have like a bunch of minimum and normal security. And then we'll have like small protective custody and small maximum, and then maybe a small super max. Like something smaller than super max. Now we might have to like segregate super max with maximum. Like I know under policies here, if I just click on attack staff, and it looks like we could actually designate like certain levels of security. So like if they do one thing, they move up to one, and so on and so forth. So what we could do is we could probably turn this into minimum security. So we'll have like 228 minimum security at any given time, and then the next one will be normal, then the next one would be maximum, and the next one after that would be super max. I think that's the way to do it. But we'll end it off here, and we'll slowly work on hopefully getting the next section of prison up. So thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you guys next time, and hopefully I get everything fixed.